You have all had a great week. Hopefully, you're keeping cool. We know a big part of the country is having a heat wave. We are having our first one, and it's only June. So I hope everybody's staying cool and calm and relaxed and enjoying the air conditioning because I certainly am. We need to thank our sponsor, brokersrealty.com of Stroudsburg. They bring us to you every week. If you want to buy, sell, auction off, or rent property, make sure you check out brokersrealty.com of Stroudsburg and ask for Sarah Smith Katz, our wonderful co-host. Hi, Sarah. How you doing?
Hi, Holly. Well, I have already let everyone know that this weather brings out the crazy part of me. So, if you see me, it's best to just we just say, hi, how are you? And keep on going because it really does bring out the very worst in this very Nordic person. Other than that, I'm doing great. Real estate market is absolutely still crazy. So especially if you are a seller and you have a home you'd like to sell or have us do a comparative market analysis, just get a hold of me. I'll be glad to give you one and we'll go from there. Hi, Aaliyah. How are you today?
I might take you up on that and get me a comparative market analysis on Alaska.
Okay.
Or Antarctica, if I can start far enough. Happy summer. I'm going to just say that I wore my ice cream earrings for Miss Julia. I thought that she would like those.
Yeah.
Very much. These are fun summer. We're going to talk about summer here in a second. Treats, things that we like to cook. Julia, the guitardies are here. They're going to show us some kebabs. I like to say kebabs, tomato. And they're going to talk about fun family things that they do in the summer, places to go that are local or maybe not local, maybe things that they like to eat. We're all going to share that. Sarah's going to talk about her. I'm saying if they had an award, I don't know if the West End Fair takes baked beans as a.
I don't
think it's a category.
But she needs to enter them. Holly's going to talk cocktails. I'm going to facilitate. But what I wanted to say first, before I introduce the Guitardi family, is to support your local restaurants right now. After everything that we just went through, which we don't like to name on this show, we don't name it by name. After everything that we've gone through, guess what? Now restaurants are having a hard time staffing. So if you don't want to go into the restaurant and sit down, that's fine. That's probably better. Maybe that might be better for them. I don't know. But they're short staffed. And there's short hours. So one, before you go to your favorite local restaurant, or bar or pizza place or ice cream place, make sure that they're open, what their hours of operation are. Go do whatever you have to do, sit, eat outside, take out, and support local. They're having a really hard time now staffing. If you have talent to give or treasures to give, meaning if you go and order and give money, something that I like to do because I don't go out that often is to tip the bill, depending on what the bill is, or at least tip half, go above and beyond, help the people out. We love our servers, bartenders, bus boys, dishwashers. I've been all of them, not just in my
daughters are servers, so
not just in my house, but out in the world. Right, my cousins are servers. So go to your favorite places, and John and the Guitardies will talk about that in a little bit. We have one of my favorite groups of people that just live down the street from me. Not only my cousin who lives also down the street from me, the Guitardi family. We've had them on before. Hello, Guitardi. Hello, John. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Tristan. And hello, Julia. Nice to see you. And I can see that we kind of strangely color coordinated. We're
I see some yellows. I got the blue under there.
Wow.
I'm always just about ready to go to a funeral. I'm a black wearer, so I never have the
I
color.
for Julia because I just think that she would. I think the bright colors in the ice cream earrings. I think that she was going to do that. And I don't have pants on, but you guys can't see that. I'm just kidding.
Thank you for sharing that.
I'm not going to tell.
You don't have. Okay, wait. Is it that you're wearing shorts or you don't have pants on?
It's a joke. Let's keep it. I have pants on, but nobody would ever be able to tell, right? There's young people present. We don't want to go too far with that. So Guitardi family, happy summer. What have you guys been up to?
Besides trying to stay cool, just having a lot of fun. So it's been a good
You're
summer.
you're on location tonight. You are not in your normal spot.
No,
Where
no,
are
not,
you?
yeah.
Is it
I had to work
undisclosed?
tonight, so I'm taking a little break here from work to be able to go out and still do this with you guys. So the family
Well-
came came here to visit, and we just had a quick dinner, and now we're doing this with you guys. So
Well, thank you so much.
And he works at a great summer spot for activity. He works at a golf course. So
Well, there you go, right?
Wow.
It's Tara Green. It's Tara Green, correct?
Tara Greens, yep.
Tara Green.
So tell me something, John. How many folks are, because golf people are like diehard people. How many folks are golfing in the 95-degree weather?
We had probably 50 people come through today.
Oh my
Wow, those are diehard. Those are
Diehard.
like the polar plungers. Those are like the
we have
polar plungers.
we have some great members here at Tara Greens, and
That's amazing.
they go ahead and they golf every day. So it's great to go out and get to see them. And whether cold, hot, raining, shining, doesn't make a difference to them. So
Do you have to have a reservation, John, to come golf? Or can and
So
not
no,
that I'm gonna.
yeah. So Tara Greens actually you don't need a tee time here.
Okay.
You can just go ahead and come. It's first come, first serve. We'll try to get you out as quick as possible.
So everybody, I want you to get on the horn and call John at Tara Green. I want you to harass him, and I want you to go there, and you want you to bug him all summer. So that's a fun thing. Like even if you're like a starter, like I've never golfed. I mean, I've miniature golfed, but like maybe that's something that like let's say if you have a bucket list for the summer, that might be something fun. Like if you've never done it before, right?
Yeah,
They
we went clubs here, and it's definitely a great course to go.
Now
ahead
let
and
me
get
ask you a question. Is it like bumper bowling? Do they have like bumper golfing?
No.
No.
No, if you go off of the fairway, it goes into the woods.
Oh, I
like-
wouldn't go off the fairway. I mean, and I'm never going to do it, and I'm not going to do it there because John would be making so much fun of me because it would be like the balls would be like, there'd be like, I would probably hit the road and they'd be in the woods and it would just be whatever. So that would be something that I like to miniature golf. I think that that's fun. That's a fun summer
Golf
activity.
is way more fun than normal
Wait.
golf.
Exactly. I'm right there with you, Julia. And so you like to that's something that a family could do, right? So
And
what
there's
have you
a bunch
guys,
of places in the area for mini golfing too. So I mean,
right, so fun.
check them out.
Because normal golf, there's no like cute little designs on it. It's just green.
Right, and there's usually no treats, right? Like you can't get like a slushie or an ice cream or whatever along the way. It's more serious, I think. That's probably why I would not, I wouldn't last very long. And also it is very hot. So what have you guys so far done this summer? I know we're only kind of like a month in and it feels like school was just over. And I know, Nancy, you're a teacher. I'll talk to you, Nancy. And I know you're a teacher, Nancy, and I'm sure it goes very, very fast. So when you are planning your summer, because you have children, you're a teacher, so you have a certain amount of time, from June till August where you have to set up your classroom and do all the stuff. What is most important to you being a mom with your kids, getting out there in the summer? What would be your top sort of activities that you like to do or on your bucket list?
You said you were going to Hershey Park soon. We always hit up Hershey Park. It's always on our bucket list, get to at least one, maybe two amusement parks.
Mhm.
In the summer, Jersey Shore's not far from us. So we try to.
You gotta go down shore.
Yeah, so
Down
you get your
shore.
kids in
Gotta
the
go.
at least one time before
One time.
summer ends. But there's some great like beach lakes here. So, like Promised Land, things like that we can
Right.
drive to stay a couple of hours and just make those memories. Like Megalith Park is such a cool place to go to and
Yeah.
just explore.
Hey, Tristan, let me ask you a question. Are you a pool person or an ocean person? Like, what do you prefer in the summertime? Or are you both?
Well, I probably do pool because we never really get to, because the pool, you can do it anytime you want unless it's in the winter. But the ocean, you can't do that a lot because it's so far away from where we live. So
Yeah, the window of time is kind of, and the traffic and all that kind of stuff. That's a very, it is, even though we're not that far, technically, it is still very special. And we're very lucky that we live so close, right? And we have a lot of amusement parks, like Hershey is not that far away. Knoebels, do y'all like Knoebels? Yeah, Knoebels is a good one.
Knoebels is so great because it's the fun amusement thing, but then it's also like foodie paradise.
Yes.
And you
Well-
can stay there. There's like cabins and all kinds of stuff.
Ex-
Sarah, do you like, we've gone to quite a few amusement parks over our years as a family. What, I know you probably went as a kid. What are you
Well, see, I
gonna-
grew up in a different area. So in upstate New
You
York,
grew up in a
we
different
had-
era and era. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. So we had Eldridge Park, that was like the big thing in upstate New York and in Elmira, New York.
Mhm.
We always went to the beach. That
Yeah.
was the thing that our family always did because my Aunt Harriet lived down in New Jersey. So
Right,
we would
Yeah,
go
you
down
always had that
to the
opportunity.
beaches.
And also, you grew up around the most beautiful lakes.
Yep.
Beautiful. Upstate New York is a very, very
It's
beautiful
really kind of an untouched, beautiful area that is not far from here. It is a 3-hour drive. You can go up to Watkins Glen. There is Seneca Lake there. If you go to Ithaca, there's Cayuga Lake. There are some smaller lakes in between.
College town.
There is
They're
a
so
lot
pretty,
for
too, yeah.
families to do.
Yeah.
There is Corning Glassworks, which is very cool to tour. If you go to the lakes, if you're adults, there are
Just give it, say,
wineries,
the wineries. Holly.
wineries everywhere.
Right, Holly. She would
Winery-
be.
no,
That
you
would
know
be.
No, it's so much more advanced now. It's wineries, cideries,
Distilleries.
breweries,
Distilleries.
There
Yeah.
are artisanal cheese farms. Like
Mhm.
there's so much around those lakes. It's
I
really-
want to go to a brewery or distillery that only does like birch beer or like root beer.
Oh, I will say, what is the big one up there? Iron Horse. They sell root beer in the little take home.
You know
Growlers.
what, John Guittardi? I think I was talking to my husband about this. I said, I think that where Pennsylvania bars fall apart. Now, maybe they have it down in Lancaster, like in Dutch country or whatever they consider to be Dutch country, would be root beer, a barrel that on tap of birch beer or root beer. I would like to know where that. I think we've totally missed the mark because that's like totally
In the ice cream of some of the soda stands, like down in Lancaster County, they have
right. But I mean,
birch
up
beer
here
on
we
tap.
need to have birch beer on tap. Remember when we were kids and we used to go to Aunt Ruth's cabin and she would? I mean, I never really got
We
the
always
birch
had-
beer.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but I didn't. It's not the same as like a cold, tall one in a frosted glass. But I digress. So those are things that I like because I'm not an alcohol person, but I could see why people would want to go. We just had strawberry.
have a
picking.
cold one.
Have a frosty one. We just had strawberry. Did you guys go strawberry picking? Because I saw.
Well, and cherry picking will
Cherry
be the
picking,
7th.
yeah.
Up
berries,
in
okay.
Seneca Lake area, that was always a thing that I did with my family was
Yeah,
go
it's
cherry
nice.
picking.
Those are nice
So-
memories. Yeah, I liked going when I was younger. I liked going to the carnivals. It's not that I don't like going. I do
Mhm.
like a good carny and some
She likes a good
I
party.
like a good carny. I like the color and the music and the lights and all that. I don't like the rides. At this stage of the game, I get dizzy and puke. Julia, it's not even funny. Like if I go on something that spins or goes, like I'll walk sideways for like a week because I can't handle my equilibrium, can't handle. But I like the lights, the color, the people, the crafts. I see that the West End Fair is back on this year.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's at the end of the year. I'm a little confused about the
It's
date.
usually
It's
like the end of
early.
August, right?
Last week in August, last full week in
It's
August.
not the last week in August this year, unless it's something else that they're advertising. So always, again, any activity, right, John? Any activity that you go to do in this day and age, you got to check. Like you just got to check. Do they have weather dates? Are they actually doing it? Are they open? And then the hours of operation, whether it be
Yeah,
food
absolutely.
yeah, right. I mean, I
And
probably
even if
should-
you check online,
Yeah.
they might not be updating that information. So it's best
Right.
to give a business a call or a restaurant or activity a call just to see if they're actually running those hours as well.
right.
I
So
wanted
what-
to ask
go
the
ahead.
Guitardis, what is your favorite beach down shore? Because not all of them are really appropriate for young people. So which one do you enjoy the most?
We like the Seven Presidents Beach.
Okay.
It's you just pay to go on for the day.
Mhm.
It's very family
What?
friendly.
What town is that, Nancy?
Oh, I don't know. I
Oh.
A friend of ours went ahead and introduced us to it, and
I need an
this is our GPS at Seven Presidents Beach. So.
and it is, I believe, the closest beach from here in Stroudsburg. on the Jersey
Okay.
Shore. So, because
My
we didn't
son-
just come
My
back.
son would dig the
So
name
tell
of
me
that
how long
just
it takes to get there, to that beach.
Hour and 20, hour
yeah.
30 maybe.
Yeah, hour and
Oh,
a half.
Then
nice.
it has to be close because Sandy Hook is like just about 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
Right.
the closest one, and it's really, really family friendly.
Seven Presidents Beach. I will have to run that. Usually we were going to Cape May for a couple of years, and then of course COVID hit, and we didn't. And then this year when I presented it to the family, I love Cape May because of the architecture and you can go in the ocean. We usually stay at the Grand Hotel, so we have pool indoor, outdoor, in the ocean. If Leo chooses he doesn't want to go that day, that's fine. It has a boardwalk, the miniature golf, and all the amusements, and the ice cream, and the Annie Ann's, and the Ritas, and the lobster rolls, and everybody, and everybody gets something that they want. But this year he wanted to do the Hershey Park thing, which is a little different. I mean, for summertime. So it might be nice to take a 7 President's Day. I think Leo would get a kick out of that. So that's good to know. For people that don't want to get stuck in traffic, maybe they don't have time off. Maybe they're choosing not to take as much time off because of their situation, financial situation, or maybe they're just getting back to work, full time and they can't do it. So thank you for that recommendations. We're gonna have to look that up, and then we'll put that on the feed somewhere. Maybe
I did look it up. The West End Fairgrounds are having the West End Carnival this week. Is BSB Fairgrounds, but the West End Fair is actually the last week in August.
Okay, that's what confused me because I saw something. So
yep, they're having a carnival and a fair.
When the Guitardis go to a fair or to the beach, what do they like to eat? Let's talk about food, because that's universal. What does the Guitardi? What do you guys? Is there something that's like, we're going to the shore, so we have to have XYZ? We're going to Hershey Park, we have to have XYZ. What is it?
So I would consider us as food venturers. So we go ahead and always are trying to find something new and exciting. It doesn't always have to be the same thing. So yeah, if there's a place that's going ahead and doing something interesting, we're all over that. So
you're not afraid of spicy and kind of not weird, but a little left of center. I know that Julia likes crazy.
Julia just tried escargot for the very first time when we went to Sote. So
there you go.
Yep.
There you go. That's good. And I know you had some fun ice cream over there at the Warsaw. I feel like I'm cyber stalking you only because I talked to John today and I said, I think I'm going to become your agent. You just have to pay me in food. So I'll do the booking, you feed me, and we'll be good. So you guys like to try different things. That's cool. Like I'm a creature of habit in a lot of ways, but I will try new things. And again, if you are on vacation, like let's say you go to Cape May or 7 Presidents. Now, a 7 Presidents Beach, is there a town associated with it, or is it in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, it's a very cool little area. There's actually a very fun ice cream shop there. It's
nice.
all like circus related. So they have pretty cool, very vibrant, very fun to go into. Interesting names on the ice cream.
In summer, I feel like you have to have watermelon.
In summer, you feel like you have to have, you know what? I think that we need to get bumper stickers that say that in summer. And I feel like my son, Leo, is kind of your spirit person, because he feels the same way about watermelon. It's like, I am not a watermelon person. I know please don't hate me, Julia. I don't like the texture, but if let's say we juiced it and we put it like in an icy, I don't like the texture of watermelon. I don't know why.
But I'll tell you, I do like a good watermelon margarita.
And
I hear that's coming to our 4th of July party.
It is.
Yes. Watermelon margarita.
You can buy watermelon juice in the store.
Well, there you go.
You don't have to get a watermelon. You can get watermelon juice, and it's very refreshing, actually.
They're so pretty, though, right?
I tried watermelon lemonade.
Yum.
At the Carnegie Science Center. And it
was
really
you guys
good.
were in Pittsburgh. That was kind of like your first summer sort of adventure, right?
Yep.
Yeah, was that fun?
There's a grandma, so.
Yeah, at my grandma's house, we go to the Carnegie Science Center, and we went to lunch there, and we got I got a bottle of strawberry lemonade, and everybody loved it.
Well, it was watermelon lemonade. Okay, so I have to explain what this is. So I'm from Pittsburgh, so that's why we go to Pittsburgh. My family is there, and Turner's is a iced tea company, comes out of Pittsburgh, and they were doing a special kind of lemonade, which was watermelon lemonade. and I guess they couldn't keep it on the shelves. Like everybody
Wow.
is going crazy over it. So if anybody
Sounds
gets
good to
over
me.
towards, that side of the state, you have to try this Turner's watermelon lemonade.
They
It
don't
is
have
delicious.
Turner's. You can't get Turner's here.
I have not been able to find
Not been
Turner's
able.
anywhere up here in Stroudsburg.
Well, I'm so glad that I think somebody bought A Treat, which was like a big brand. Growing up on this side of the state, we maybe you guys did that. You probably had that. We had A Treat, and you would do like a root beer or a birch beer float. Like those are the things. I know people like to go to Hot Dog Johnny's where they have the pitchers. I mean, and I think sometimes it's not like the food. Like, don't you think, Sarah? Like sometimes the food
Well, I was just
might be
thinking-
subpar. The food might be subpar, but it's the atmosphere.
Well, I was just thinking when you mentioned Johnny's, that is such a cool place, and it's not far from Stroudsburg. It's
But
like
yeah.
still
on
so
Route
ice
46.
cold buttermilk.
Their big thing is buttermilk with hot dogs, and their hot dogs have like whole pickles and all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff on them that,
I like
and
the
they
frosted
electrocute.
mugs.
They say they electrocute their hot dogs. I don't know, but they have really good French fries, and they have the best mugs of birch beer there. So
Ah.
that's worth the little drive, and they have a place for the kids to swing and
Yeah.
benches
So
outside.
it's kind of like carnival food, like outdoor fun, and without the carnival life. Like I
Right.
like to go to the place on 611 where they have the little amusement. Gables is nice, and then Eats and Sweets, which is further up the road locally.
That's just
here.
opening again.
It's opening in August. They're redoing it. Looks exciting. Their social media looks wonderful. They had some
Yep.
cute things going on there. So that's another place that Holly and I used to frequent when we were young kids and used to sit
Well,
in the helicopter.
And I have to say, going back to the local restaurants, I mean, it is definitely on Facebook and all over, and I'm sure that our listeners have heard about it. There is such a dire need for staffing
Yeah.
at these incredible places. I mean, we've lost
Yeah.
some of our,
Well, you might see me pop up at a couple of these places. I don't know what I've done to myself, but I
Well,
kind of
if
sort of
you-
opened my big mouth, and I might be moonlighting in a couple of these places. I'm not sure yet because we have to work
Come
out.
work for me at Fat Mikey's.
What's that?
Come work for me at Fat Mikey's.
What's Fat Mikey's?
I'm opening up a cheesesteak place with the owner of Lonnie's Grilled Cheese.
Okay, wait a
Awesome.
second. Wait, whoa,
Well, that's an
whoa,
announcement.
whoa. So I'm on Messenger with you. You can't tell me.
I figure I got my shit in
I'm going to be your agent. You don't tell me. I'm here with you, and we're in for 21 minutes. So what is this? This is big time.
So
Go ahead.
Awesome.
the owner of Lonnie's Grilled Cheese on North Portland Street, he and some partners are going ahead and opening up a new restaurant on North Portland Street. It's right down from the old Pizza Hut and Dunkin' Donuts, where the old Mamacitas used to be, and it's called Fat Mikey's Cheesesteak. So I'm helping opening it with them, and we'll be managing it there for them. So yeah, we're excited,
Awesome.
and we're within a week or two from opening the doors to have guests come in and enjoy cheesesteaks. So we're right across from the East Stroudsburg High School.
And I'm on the guest list, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah. For
Well,
sure.
let's just talk a little bit because you brought that up. That whole area over there, Crystal Street, Portland.
Yeah, what's going on over
Really
there? It's a
having,
renaissance.
Like, the foodie boom over there. I mean,
It's a renaissance.
Tacos just opened up. Lonnie's Cheesesteak gets a lot of press on social media. Derailed is over there. Trackside, Jimmy.
You were just at the taco
Totally.
joint. Tell me about
We
the
were, yeah,
taco.
Grilled Tacos was amazing, man. They, the both chefs and the owners, and I mean their whole team there was, the hospitality was amazing, and the food,
Yeah. So what you're telling me is that if you have nothing else to do this summer, you could go eat yourself. You could just go eat.
yeah.
You could just pick a different place. Like I could have grilled cheese one night, then I could have Taco Tuesday. So tell me, okay, because I'm ridiculous. I'm trying to picture where the grilled cheese. Now I'm trying to picture.
So
That's not Crystal Street. That's like
No,
up by the high school.
So North Portland, where Kramer's Lumber Center is, and then there's the train tracks right next to that.
Yes.
Lonnie is across the street from Kramer's, on the opposite side of the train tracks, the grilled cheese place.
Okay.
Now, if you're staying on the side of Kramer's, you have the old Pizza Hut that used to be there, and then there's a Dunkin' Donuts,
Sure.
and then there's the high school across the street. But if you go ahead and there's 3 or 4 houses, and then there's a single storefront.
Okay.
I know which one it was.
That's where Fat Mikey's cheesesteaks will be.
That
It
is
used to be like a
amazing.
Jamaican place or
Yeah.
something, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Puerto
Yeah,
Rican
yeah,
place.
yeah.
Called Mama
When
Sita.
did
Yep.
you say? So do you have a? I'm surprised that I have not seen this face. I have to say I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt, but it's okay. Do you guys have a Facebook page yet?
Yep. It's Fat Mikey's Cheesesteaks.
We will
I
have
don't
to share
understand.
that.
I am really going to be harassing you now because of this. But yeah, if you need, hey, you know what? I am a dynamo in the kitchen. No, and I'm quite a good server if you do need help. But no, I open my big mouth and I might be around somewhere. I haven't decided yet, and I don't know because of the way our household schedule works, and different shifts and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't know if I don't know if I have the stamina to be working at a bar until 2 o'clock.
I have to say, I told my daughters because they work for in 2 different locations for PBC, so which is Pocono Brewing Company. There's one up in Swiftwater. There's another one at the Lehigh Valley Mall, and my girls work at the 2 different places. And I said, yeah, I'd love to, because they're looking for help. I
Yeah.
said, I'd love to work there, but there is no way that I could carry the
Do it.
trays. They carry those
that-
great
that
big
part
round trays over
That
their
part
head.
I can do. I love to do that kind of stuff. It's the working till 2 o'clock in the morning and then raising a child and doing all the other things. But
yeah.
I did open my big mouth, so we'll see what happens. And of course, I'll let you guys know because then you can come and make fun of me, harass me and all that kind
Awesome.
of stuff. But yeah, if the offer stands, you never know. I might come and work at your cheesesteak. Are they going to have chicken cheesesteak? That's the most
We
important.
will have chicken cheesesteaks. We will have a barbecue pork. We will also have a pulled mushroom. So if trying to fill a vegetarian option,
That's
we'll have
cool.
something
I
with
like
a
that.
mushroom based.
I suppose you'll have great French fries and.
It's hand cut French fries. We're going to be doing milkshakes as well, and then there might be some special things that we're also doing that are going to be secret
You
menu items.
probably won't.
Very diet.
You need baked beans. You need Sarah's baked beans. You need to
There
hit
you
her up.
go.
So
My
Sarah,
secret recipe.
I know you don't want to give away your recipe for
Nope,
baked beans tonight.
not giving it away.
Not giving it away, but
No.
she brings it in the crock and everything. It's just been like a family. So it's almost a joke, but
You
it's not
can't
a
even
joke.
bring it
because
in the
it's-
crock anymore. The crock's not big enough. She has to use
Yeah, the crock.
into
No,
Yeah.
I have to put it in pans. And
pans,
actually,
yeah.
I've had a request. So now this 4th of July, I'm making 3 pans of baked beans because Bruce Weichel and his wife requested that I send baked beans with Joel
Yeah.
when he goes.
Very nice.
I'm making 2 pans of macaroni and cheese because I guess my macaroni and cheese is also quite different than a lot of macaroni and cheese that people get.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So-
It's like one of the hottest days of the year, and people want your
People want hot
macaroni.
food. So speaking of food on 4th of July, Julia, if you will, start us off and tell us about kebabs. I mean, I know that kebabs can be meat kebabs. They could be dessert kebabs. They could be
Veggie kebabs.
kebabs. I don't know. Veggie kebabs. All kinds of. What kind of kebabs are you showing us today?
I'm gonna show a veggie fruit kebab.
Veggie
Yum.
fruit kebab. Nice. Those are the 2 things that a lot of people don't like to eat.
Tell me what to do. So you take
Veggies and fruit. So
So
now
you
we're gonna have it
take,
together.
A kebab stick,
Okay.
and you can use anything you want. But we took
Aaliyah's
watermelon.
favorite watermelon.
Okay.
Just stick it on the stick on the pointy end.
And you know what the cool thing about that all is that if you're having a lot of people over, if you're going somewhere, you don't have to do it last minute. You can cut the fruit the morning of, or before the night of, or the night before rather. I'm sorry, right?
And and these are super easy to make. You can use little Q-tips if you're like using, if you're like gonna have a party and you didn't prepare anything yet because you forgot you're having a party. You can just make these in a bowl. They're super easy to bake.
Very cool. So what do we have? We have watermelon there. I see. What's the green thing?
Cucumber.
Oh, okay. So watermelon. This is a very refreshing kebab because they tell you in the summertime to hydrate that you should drink and eat things that have a lot of water in them, right, to stay cool. So
Very much so.
cucumber, watermelon. I see. What's the white thing on there? You got to talk to me. Tell me what you're
That's
putting on
mozzarella.
What you
there.
have?
Mozzarella.
So it's
Oh,
like
that's
it's like a watermelon salad on a stick.
That's
Right.
wonderful.
Salad.
I like that too because you know what? People can pick up their own. If people are worried about cross contamination or spreading germs, you just pick up your kebab.
You can use
I
anything you want, honestly. We just picked up these certain ingredients.
Yeah, and this is just something that we like doing because it doesn't require any cooking. So your kids are able to go ahead and, obviously the cutting part, you might have to go ahead and supervise them with that. There is kid-safe knives that you can go ahead and give them and show them how to use it and do it properly.
I love
but it's
that.
just something fun that they can go ahead and do. And
And I
Don't
actually
turn the oven on a hot day like this.
I know, but I'm with you, Nancy. No thanks.
I made a horrible mistake tonight. I came home and I decided to make chicken on the stove. Oh, it was a bad idea.
Oh, Major. Yeah, you have to kind of.
I
It,
should
it,
have.
it makes the whole house hot too. It's like I feel like I'm living in a cave. I keep everything kind of low with the air conditioner on. You know what I like on a stick? Or on a kebab on a stick. Something else that's fun too. Like if you like strawberries and the fruit, like the bigger fruits, like I guess a pitted cherry would work too. If you take cubes of pound cake, is also nice. Or you could make a s'mores themed one is also nice. Or donuts, like if you take the little donuts, the munchkins,
yep.
put them on there too.
and I actually saw this. There's a girl I watch, and she does a show about cooking, and and it's on and in school we did a thing called Epic. It's a book app, and they had videos of like cooking and reading stuff, and I always would watch her if I had free time. And
You think that's
I watched like half her videos, and she's like 22.
well, that's okay.
And,
Hey, you have to learn from the skip.
I have to ask a
from the
question, Julia. Everything on that kebab that you made, you will eat that.
Say it again.
Will you eat everything that's on that kebab? Are you into all of
She
your?
came up with the menu, so
That's
she,
amazing.
That's
That's so
awesome, though.
fun because there's a lot of kids that won't.
There are
They
a lot of
won't.
kids
Salt,
that
too.
aren't gonna go that way, so.
Salt, is that pink Himalayan salt?
it is.
Yeah,
So do you like salt on your watermelon is what you're telling me?
I have not tried it, but my mom said it tastes good.
Have
so
you
we
tried
got
it,
a little
Tristan?
grinder.
Do you like salt
That's-
on your watermelon, Tristan?
I've never tried it.
I think
You've
it's
never
something-
tried it. Oh, this is like a try. Do you think that that's something you guys want to do? Do you guys seem to like really love food? Do the kids show any interest in wanting? I know you're a food person, John. Career, used to be career wise, obviously. And
It's they enjoy cooking with us. So we try to go ahead and make sure that they are familiar and comfortable around knives as well as the stove, so that they know proper use of that. And we've been trying to go ahead and do with them as early as 5. Just making sure that they knew the dangers of working in a kitchen and being safe around food, and obviously giving them the opportunity to
Yeah.
explore things that they like and don't like.
That's really nice.
For Christmas or my birthday or something, I got it's plastic kid knives, and I love cucumber and mozzarella, so I always like using them to chop it.
Yeah, I think I remember from our Valentine's special you were talking about the kids' knives. It's very interesting.
Hmm.
I'm glad that you get to learn the safe way. I was 36 years old when I learned how to properly cut with
Use
a
a
knife.
knife?
at Military school, yeah, without hurting yourself. It doesn't mean I sliced my finger quite down to the bone a couple weeks ago on a mandolin because I was multitasking and not paying attention. And ouch, 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 ouch.
I
ouch,
actually
ouch,
went
ouch.
up in the emergency room over an avocado pit.
I think summertime too, I think the summertime, not that we don't hurt ourselves as a collective all through the year, because there's all kinds of things you can do. But I think the summertime, like in these outdoor things, I think people get like brazen. You know, we're cutting the watermelon with the wrong knife. It's not stable. We're lighting the firecracker over. So we're lighting the firecracker over here, cutting the watermelon.
Grill lighter fluid.
Right. Too much lighter fluid, right? Poking ourselves with the stick that we do the marshmallows with. Do you guys, I bet you guys are you guys huge like s'mores? Because I know Sarah is a huge marshmallow person. She loves
Yeah.
I love a good toasted marshmallow. Yes, I do.
Do you like Sarah? Do you like it all to get now? This is a very important question. It says a lot about your personality. Now, do you prefer? I know you like the marshmallow part, but do you like the graham cracker chocolate and the marshmallow together, or do you like a deconstructed?
Just the
Just the marshmallow. But also, Holly and I spent some time over at Silverback Distillery, and they make a s'mores drink with honey, bourbon, and a toasted marshmallow in the glass. Oh, it's so good.
Speaking of booze, Holly, I know you want to talk now. This is not kid appropriate per se. It's not for the children. We're gonna stick with our watermelon lemonade over on this section.
Well,
But-
the other thing about most of this stuff is I did not make drinks tonight. It is way too hot in my house, so it was gonna be a complete melted mess. I do have a couple tips though. For parties, for summertime, you have a lot of people coming and going from your house. I highly suggest, there's all different kinds. I have a glass one too, but I got the plastic one out. I highly suggest that you get a drink dispenser.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, this is great for non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages. And, if it's the weekend, you could make a batch of whatever you like and have it available in the fridge. This one fits in my fridge. The big glass one doesn't. You can have, either fresh brewed iced tea, lemonade, or you could have a watermelon margarita. Because as I said, it comes in a bottle. You can go get, Arizona makes a shelf-stable watermelon juice that is a little less, it's a little less sugary than the refrigerated watermelon juice. So I kind of like that one better. It's a shelf-stable version. All you need is a jug of shelf-stable watermelon juice and some Jose Cuervo Especial, and you have a great drink for a party that takes 2 ingredients and no work. If you want to get fancy, you can go and get the little salt container to salt the rims and throw a couple lime slices. You can throw the lime slices right into the big jug.
You can.
And save time and infuse the whole thing. I also really believe in having infused water around for parties for people who don't drink and want something a little bit refreshing. So like a lime water, a lemon water, you could do in one of these big jugs. And,
I had myself a nice virgin mojito, which let's be honest of what that is. It's like basically limeade or limeade.
Yeah, it's
with,
with mint crushed.
And
mint though. You muddle the mint in there.
You could come up with a virgin
I
mojito.
like a nice I was just at a restaurant in Easton and I said to the girl, like for us non-drinkers, it's kind of like, what do you have that's non-alcoholic? And I do like a nice iced tea, but I was out to dinner, so I thought I'd be fancy and have a $5 virgin mojito. And basically it's just, but they're nice. I like iced tea. I like iced tea a million different ways. I put pomegranate juice in my iced tea. I follow the Martha Stewart. She always says that when she has people up to have farm, she makes iced tea. And one of the things that she does fancy, it's not really fancy at all because you could buy pomegranate juice. It's kind of a little pricey per bottle, but if you amortize it over a couple of pitchers, it's actually not so bad, and it's good for you, and it's the sugar content's not high. But like you make I cold brew, I cheat, and then you throw that in it with some mint and some lemon. You're very fancy.
Well,
when you throw a bowl of lemons, limes, and mint on a table, even if it's some Lipton or some Snapple, people are going to love that. People are going to love it.
I just highly suggest for summer parties that you get a couple of these big containers and make big drinks.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you don't want to be on a hot summer day mixing cocktails for people. It's not.
When we got married in this, we got married before that. But we had a party and it was very hot, like it is right now. And we did signature cocktails. So we picked that ahead of time. I think don't you think that the key to anything, beans, kebabs, drink, pool party, 4th of July, vacations, it's all preparation.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I pulled this out because I thought this was fun. I'm a big believer in dollar store glassware for parties, and all year round. Like you can get in the dollar store margarita glasses, martini glasses, hurricane glasses. They sell.
Oh my gosh, Jeff just replaced his coffee mug. It's the size of my head. And it was $1. I wish I would have brought it. I mean,
you can also get really fun stuff at the dollar store or at Party City. So you could have a coconut to have your drink in. So, this is a coconut and it's just a plastic coconut, really cheap. But, when you're having a party and you're having kids over and they need a cup with a straw in it, why not make it
fun?
Really fun? And it costs nothing, like nothing.
Yeah, and if the glasses or the cups get broken or get thrown away by accident, because they always do, you're not going to cry about it. You're not putting your fine china out on the picnic table. Besides the kebabs, Guitardies, what else? I know you guys like to go all over to go eat. I know you like to go. Obviously, you guys like ice cream and stuff. Do you have a favorite ice cream joint that you like to go to locally?
So Jimmy's is going to be the place that we go to.
Jimmy's,
we like that.
And he has like 47,000 locations.
Yes.
I'm actually surprised that it wasn't him that opened Eats and Sweets or Treats or whatever it's called. I cannot wait. I hope. And I see too, there was that llama ice cream or something.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then they had a location, I think, in the mall, and I don't know.
They're in the mall.
Are they in the mall?
Yeah, several times too. They're definitely very good. That ice cream is great, fresh. It's actually the different fruit flavors that they put together. It actually makes it almost refreshing to eat that ice cream. Or ice cream is sometimes more just indulgence.
It's not heavy. I went through a period because I got an ice cream maker. Well, actually, Sarah got me an ice cream maker for my wedding. Mm-hmm. And I used it so much, like the summer that we got it, that I broke it. I wore the motor out. Wow. And I was so like, oh my God, I love it. I literally wore it out. So I was like, what am I going to do? And I couldn't get the same one. So we actually got the attachment for the KitchenAid. Because we have one of the big KitchenAids. And I was like, this is so awesome. So we always keep the freezer bowl in the freezer. So we're always ready to go. I think now that Leo is at the age, now he can now he's thinking about flavor profiles and things he can throw in there. Like Julia.
I love lavender ice cream. Sweet Creams makes a lavender sweet cream that is delicious.
Is the best. That's going to be my pick, maybe because it's for sentimental reasons. I've been going
but their ice cream is phenomenal.
And I used to work there in high school. I used to sling ice cream, Sweet Creams, while I was in high school. So I remember I would come home and it would be like up my arms because you're reaching down, like you would just smell like ice cream. And for many, many years, I didn't eat it because of that, because I was just like, ugh, when you're working with something, you don't want it. But then, then you kind of get reintroduced to it. But they're Sweet Cream ice cream, and they still make their ice cream right there in that little tiny, and I tell you that the kitchen is the size of where I'm sitting. I'm not kidding. Still. And that's still and they're reopening. They're still not letting people sit inside. They do have limited outdoor seating. They were closed and very affected by it, and it was sad because I was afraid that they would close for permanent, but they are not. I think that they're just kind of inching back slowly. I know you can call and order and place, but there's nothing better than going to Sweet Creams and sitting outside, kind of people watching, eating your cone, or walking up and down Main Street. And then, of course, Jimmy's, on Crystal Street. That's a nice place. Yep. Yeah, and it's really like, I think we need to we need to tell Crystal Street, like, what's next. Like, we have tacos, we have ice. You could literally go down the street and just.
Well, and Mountain View Vineyard opened a wine bar there, too. They took over the old Listec building, and they have an indoor and outdoor space there. So you could really find just about everything.
They need to have a food fest. They need to have a walking food festival over in that there park.
They actually have food at the Mountain View Vineyard location there too. So if you're just looking for a fun place to go eat, that's a little bit, you wouldn't think about going to a vineyard to go ahead and actually have great food, but they also have a great location there, and their chef
has this like hidden. It's like a group thing with this. I've seen pictures of it, and now I can't think of it. Maybe it is that place where you go, you make a reservation, and it's like a long table.
Oh, that's at the Blue Ridge Winery.
Blue Ridge
That's fun.
Winery. I mean, the thing
It's
is,
the underground experience. Yes.
it looks so pretty, but the thing is that there's very little for me to go to a place like that because even if I drank alcohol, wine is just not my jam. So, but that looks really intriguing for like a very nice occasion. I've seen people go there for anniversaries and
Definitely.
it's kind of cool that they do that. I've heard really, really good things about it. You know, not necessarily I don't think it's a kid friendly place. You know what I mean? Do you guys do like probably in the past because your kids are a little bit older?
I've seen children there at the winery.
Oh, sure.
Because
bring
they
your
also
kids.
have
Yeah.
like pizza. They have food trucks sometimes on the weekends.
Okay.
So they eat and, you know.
Food trucks are awesome. Is that something that you at the cheesecake place that couldn't be named and was a total top secret? Is that something that perhaps that you would venture into? I could see you in a food truck, John.
Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that we're putting
So
together.
you're basically what you're saying is that I'm hiding all things from you like this, and I'm not going to tell you until they're actually. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll remember that when I do something. I'll remember who not to tell.
There are a few food trucks / food stands of note around the area.
Yeah, what's that new one we just found out about?
Davy's Wicked Palate is
Yeah.
very good. Very, very good. And they put up on their
Gonna get married again.
Facebook.
If I was going to get married again, don't tell Jeff. If I was going to get married again, because I catered my own wedding, because I'm psycho, pregnant in the heat, and made my own cake. But if I was going to do it again, I would seriously consider doing a food truck. You know, have the bar, you know, your signature drinks and all your things, and then have a food truck. And then have a set menu that might be not necessarily fancy, but wedding friendly. You know, I think it's really cool, like at a summer wedding when you have fried chicken and I like picnic food at a fancy wedding. The fancier the dress, the sloppier the food. I love that combination. I think that's so fun.
But there
Yeah,
are
we got married.
things out there that are really good. I know Empanada Chicas, I don't think they have a food truck. I think they just have stands in
They
places.
do.
No, they have a food truck.
They're
food trucks
amazing.
Oh, they have a food truck?
And I know
Okay.
there's a couple, there's a Sherry's up in Mount Pocono on 940.
Jimmy's doesn't have a food truck.
That is really known for, I hate to say this, they're really known for cheesesteaks up on 940.
Uh-oh.
Yep, at that
Yep.
area. Like
I'm
my
well aware.
husband even said to me, because he works on 940, I always say to him, stop and get it and bring it home. He goes, well, by
Yeah.
the time I get it, bring it home, it's going to be like, ugh.
Wet.
So
Yeah.
you have to schlep to 940. And
Let me ask you a question. That's the question that my husband and I always have about Lonnie's grilled cheese. And in all honesty, we haven't made it over there yet. Does a grilled cheese hold up? Because there's a lot of beautiful places around that we've gotten food from, like shout out to Cinder Inn and their wings. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. I've eaten a lot of wings in my time, and I think that they have some of the best wings. So shout out to Cinder Inn, and they seem to be holding their own over there with their staff and everything. And they're so
Well, they got
sweet
great
over there.
food.
Yeah, they're fantastic. The only problem is that I love their French fries, and this is not in any means a knock on them, but certain foods, when you fry a food, you know this, John, when you fry a food and it's condensating inside a container and you bring it home, it's gonna lose. So how does a Lonnie's grilled cheese, I want to know if there's going to be any way to kind of combat, because people are doing to go. I don't know if that's ever going to change. I think that it's always going to be, it used to be that a lot of these restaurants, because I've been in the food business since I was a teenager, I worked at a pretzel stand, was my first out of the house job. So I know, that kind of stuff. And it really wasn't a to-go place. These places weren't really to go. People came to Sweet Creams to eat. To go was not in fashion. It was very rare. But now we're ordering food online. We're going on our computer. We've had the vid. People are whatever they are. They might be afraid. They might just be living a different kind of lifestyle than they were. I want to know if anybody's ever going to invent containers and systems that, keep the food fresher longer. You know what I mean? I don't want a wet grilled cheese is what I'm telling you. And I don't want a wet
It's that there's still-
Something.
Go ahead.
My office ordered all of our lunch from Davy's Wicked Palate once. They were somewhere and I drove to where they were and ordered all the food and drove it all the way home, all the way back to the office. And I got to say, it was still pretty delicious. So there are some foods that are great.
So there you go, John. There's a challenge for you.
Yep.
How to keep your cheesesteak firm. I don't know. Not wet.
Stop the SOG.
No more SOG. So
There you
there's
go.
a
That's
food
the
challenge.
Yeah, you gotta have like one of those containers. Remember what was it? Was it in the 80s where they had the Big Mac where the hot part was
Oh my gosh,
inside and
yes,
cold
it was a
Mickey L.T.
two-sided thing.
The
It
Mickey
is
L.T.
true. I mean, I don't think that they'll ever be, I just am like, I think that we're in a new way. I mean, I love going to a restaurant and sitting down, but if it's a fancy restaurant, most of the time you're not going to be getting takeout. But maybe now people are going to the Stone Bar. I mean, what you consider I mean, I think the Stone Bar is very nice, but like maybe I won't be getting takeout from there. That's a place that I go. But your cheesesteak place, are you gonna have cheesecake or just cheesesteak? No. We gotta come up with something dessert. You gotta put Julia on it. She has to come up with some sort of dessert.
We're doing a dessert sandwich there.
A dessert sandwich.
Yep.
This is all kinds of breaking news here tonight.
Yes, it is.
This is all good. This is all good stuff. Sarah, what do you like to eat? I know, well, I mean, I've been with you at many, many picnics. I know you like your own beans, obviously. I know you like a good dog on there.
Well,
like, I'm not a fan of picnic food. I'm really not, I mean, I like her beans, but I could eat her beans. It has nothing to do with it being summer at a picnic. I could have her beans on Thanksgiving. It's not
Well,
that.
and sometimes, like if I'm doing baked beans for a picnic and we have mixed, vegetarian and meat eaters, I usually use the vegetarian baked beans to start. That's the base.
Yeah.
And then I obviously don't add the bacon on top. So,
Favorite picnic food, Sarah?
strawberry shortcake.
So what's your favorite dessert? That's right, but you make good strawberry shortcake. Sarah makes it with the biscuit.
Right.
With the biscuit.
Um,
I've made it with the pound cake or the angel food
With cake, yep.
With the biscuit. Is strawberry season still in season, or is that past us?
Well, you can't, I don't think you can still pick, but you can make all kinds of shortcakes. You can make peach shortcake. You can make, raspberry
Strawberries are probably
shortcake.
Still a loss leader at the grocery stores though right now.
And
I
you
agree.
like cherries, Nancy, right?
I love cherries.
So you like cherry ice cream, cherry pie. That's how I make cherry pie at Thanksgiving. I don't even remember if I made one last
I
Thanksgiving.
love cherry pie is one of my very favorite
Yeah.
things, and I love to make pie.
Yeah.
I have to say that we are fortunate to have a wonderful pie bakery down in Delaware Water Gap that makes excellent pies. If you don't have time or don't want to heat up your kitchen,
Yeah.
you can
That's the
definitely
only
go
thing
down
about
there.
it. It's like I love to bake and do all that kind of stuff. So it's like finding things like the kebabs, the dessert kebabs, Julia, like with pound cakes and fruit and stuff like that you don't have to heat up the kitchen, but you can do a lot of these things ahead of time. I think that's what it's all about. I think in order to have fun in this day and age and stage, I mean, yeah, we like last minute things. Obviously, let's go grab a cone or whatever. Things that we don't have to do ourselves, right? We don't have to. You could go
I'm
out
also
and get
making I'm also making the ribs for the party. So
ribs.
ribs, I'm making ribs, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, and whatever else comes along. I make a really good barbecued chicken. Very easy recipe
Like
is
barbecue
to
chicken. Yeah.
soak it in soak your chicken overnight in
Yeah, Sarah's a
Italian
good-
dressing. And
Sarah's a good cook.
I microwave the chicken for 20 minutes before I put it on the grill. And that way you have no bloody next to the bone. I hate that when you bite into chicken and there's, it's not quite done. So
Yeah.
that makes you make sure that it's done that way and it stays moist.
It's so funny
Um,
because picnic food is my least favorite food, but I would eat barbecue chicken like
Anywhere.
anytime. And
I don't like barbecue. I hate barbecue sauce. Like I hate that drippy
Wet.
barbecue wet sauce. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm the only one like
you-
that.
Are you a big grill person, John? You seem like you know how to handle a
I
steak.
actually was going to say, so a little trick that I do to go ahead and keep chicken moist when you're barbecuing it is to actually do a quick boil of the chicken.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you go ahead and you can do, a chicken stock and get that boiling, put the chicken in there and cook it. One, it helps with the bloody chicken part of it.
Right.
And then two, when you go ahead and you put it on extremely high heat so that you're crisping the outside of the chicken while keeping all that moisture in there. So one, it goes ahead and doesn't have to stay on the grill too long. and you're ensuring that it's cooked all the way through that way as well. So
That sounds
just a
good.
little tip that I like doing, and it goes ahead and infuses some flavors depending on how what you put into that stock to boil that chicken in.
You guys
What
like
about
seafood?
barbecue sauce? What's your favorite barbecue sauce, John?
Sweet Baby Ray's is just kind of has that unique tang to it that I enjoy for sure.
Yeah, that's
but
a
there's
good
some local
store-bought.
ones Also,
That's
I
an
like
easy
that
to
one
get.
as well.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
an easy
really
to
like
get one.
barbecue sauce.
What's that?
I don't like barbecue
No,
sauce.
what do you like? Are you a ranch gal? Yeah, I like ranch.
By the gallon.
too, right?
By the
5-gallon ranch. What about you,
Now-
Tristan? What about you, Tristan? What do you like?
what type of sauce?
Ranch, barbecue? Yeah,
Barbecue.
He's a barbecue guy.
they're the team barbecue, team ranch. Yeah. I like ranch on anything. I could have ranch on chicken, ranch on salad. I like those kinds of things I'm a salad person. So like cucumber salad, a green salad. I make a good shrimp salad, all the salads. But then again, I'll eat that year round anyway too. So I don't know why. I think I associate picnics with the heat. And since I don't like the heat very much, or the outdoors I'm not an out of doors person. So I think I associate those foods with that, which is really weird. Are you guys corn on the cob people?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And you probably have a trick for that. I just saw a really cool trick. People they boil it in the pot on the grill. They put their stock pot with the water, and then they put a stick of butter in it.
Mhm.
So you put your water, you put your stick of butter, I guess, or more than one stick of butter, whatever, no judgment. And then like your parsley, your garlic, whatever little seasonings you want, and then you boil the corn in it. And they say that it makes the sweetest corn. I am not a corn person, but I was even like, that sounds really good. Guess it keeps it moist and it's easy to do. Like if you have a big crowd and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on how many people you're having. Like there's so many things that you can do en masse. Like Julia's kebabs, Sarah's pan of baked beans, her ribs, her chicken, and you can do it all ahead of time. I think that it's really nice because the hard part about those picnics, especially if you're hosting, is that you're hot and sweaty, and then you don't end up eating or having a good time, and then that's no funny.
Well, what we're finding is that everybody's fighting over grill time. All the guys want to grill, so
Yep.
Man, fire, grill,
fun.
meat. Do you
have fun. Get a hot
I know my brother-in-law, Kevin, Holly's husband, he has a smoker. Do you have a
See, it's gone to a whole new level here at this house. We now have, I have my own grill now. I have a Weber grill that he got me. So I have a rather small Weber grill that I can cook our dinner on. So that's out there, and I can pop that sucker on and cook on it myself, and it doesn't take a lot of effort.
user-friendly.
Yeah, very user friendly. So I got that, and then he has a char broiler, which has the side burner, the gas grill, the charcoal grill, and the smoker.
Right.
So he
That's a
has
whole
big
other
beast that
Yeah.
cook for a party on, but I wouldn't touch it in a million years.
Yeah, grilling is like a whole other it's like a mystery to me. You know what I
Well,
mean?
he's a big charcoal griller. Like he
Yeah.
firmly believes that I you know what? If I just want to cook just a steak or grill asparagus, I don't need to make charcoal and heat it up and do all that stuff. I just want to go out and pop it on and grill some asparagus.
I agree with you, Holly.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Do you guys grill? I don't know. The Guitardi seem like the kind of people that grill all year round. I get this sneaking.
Yeah, we grill all year round. Yeah, we like going outside to grill that.
Like in the winter time. I could see John out there in his slippers,
He'll go out
in his robe,
umbrella.
flipping a steak.
He doesn't care.
Yep.
He doesn't care. I doesn't care.
I'm
Well,
an air fryer person, so I prefer not to be near the grill.
oh, okay. I
Use
hear
air
ya.
fryer.
I hear you. Yeah, well, my husband would be like, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Well, the thing about him is that he likes everything burnt.
Yeah.
So he's easy. You just throw it on and keep it. Unfortunately, I'm not like that. So for me, it's a little bit harder to kind of like when a steak would be done or things like that. But yeah, he's easy. Throw it on, leave it on, and it comes out. It was like a beautiful piece of meat. And then now it's like this. It's like a hockey puck. And now it does. Cover it with A1 sauce. He's good to go. He's good. He's good. Well, I've enjoyed talking about all these things food with you guys. Thank you, the Guitardi family. Breaking news. What's the place called again?
That Mikey's Cheesesteaks.
I shared it in the comments.
Mikey's. Is that your friend's name or?
No, so it's actually the owner's grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. So more
Cool.
more of that coming soon. And
Because I've met his grandfather and the gentleman, he's not fat, so I'm not sure where.
so it's kind of a deck. Yeah. Well, we can't wait we're gonna come to Fat Mikey's and
Awesome.
yeah.
Yep, a good cheesecake place right around the corner from my house because I live on Fifth Street, so I can get around to you guys like
Awesome.
in 5 minutes.
She could do a drive-by.
There you go.
Curbside. You have to have curbside pickup, right, Sarah? Curbside.
That's right.
Just bring it right out
That's
to the
right.
car so we can go. Are you gonna have outdoor? Is there a place I have to come over there and see because I am like
We're
geographically challenged. I'm just trying to.
We'll go ahead and have something out front.
Yeah, outside.
There's room on the sidewalk to have maybe 2 tables out there.
Yeah, that's
but
important
it's-
these days. I think, especially during
Yep.
the summer months and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well,
Is the
thank you,
meeting-
Guitardi.
Is there restaurant
Oh.
seating inside or is it like counter service?
Oh no, we have tables that you can go ahead and sit down and eat.
But that people need to know that it's you
Yeah,
can go and hang
I
out.
think that's exciting because I don't think do we have a cheesesteak?
There's one on Main Street, but
yeah.
Well, you know what? There's enough to go around.
But you have to go to Main Street like that. I don't know why I'm so weird about that.
you
Like,
have to be
okay,
able to
I'm
park
weird
there.
about-
parking space.
I'm weird about going to the post office. If I have to go to the post office or do anything downtown, it's like I'm going to Siberia. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm like an old lady. I'm like, I have to go downtown. Like it's this magical, mystical, like faraway place.
Big city. It's like
You know,
it's a
big city, so crazy. So, even if it is 20 minutes away, take yourselves out, get yourself an ice cream, a pizza, support the local. It's very important, especially during the summertime. Hey, everybody needs to eat, spread it around. And it has been our pleasure having you on, guys.
No, we appreciate
always.
you guys having us on, and thank you for all your support.
Well, we're gonna have to
things and all that we do.
We're going to have to broadcast live maybe from Fat Mikey's
We would
when
love
you
that.
guys, that would be so much
I
fun.
think we need a cheesesteak.
I think we need to have cheesesteaks. Well, as your agent, I work for food.
Okay. Well, good.
I'm allergic
do-
to peanut.
I do wanna say one
frying
thing.
your French fries in peanut oil.
I do want to say one thing for all of our listeners. Remember all the pets for 4th of July.
Yes.
Be really gentle with your fireworks. Please don't keep them going all night long. Respect your neighbors. Respect your.
I'm surprised that there's not a cap. Like midnight. I
They're
think
supposed to be.
respectable.
But
Yeah.
in
There's
my
not an ordinance.
neighborhood, the people keep going till 1, 2 o'clock. Right, John? Do you hear them 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning? They're still blowing them, and
It's him doing it. No, I'm kidding.
Sarah,
Well, I think
John's doing it.
it would be
No,
really
we do
lovely.
it only on 4th of July. That's it.
I'm
It would be
kidding.
really lovely if everybody just picked one night and did it.
Yes.
But
Yeah, it's
instead,
kinda like
we
several-
have 4 or 5 nights of fireworks
Yeah.
with people doing.
I mean, God bless America. We love it, and we
We
want to
love
party. We love it, but let's pick a time and stick with it, and go
Yep.
boom, boom, boom all at the
and
same
remember your neighbors, please.
Remember
and your
neighbors,
pets.
Remember keep your pets inside. Don't open the.
You know,
front
it's
door.
not just the domestic pets either. It's the squirrels, the rabbits, the birds. They're all affected by it. Babies, people have infants at home, little kids, kids with sensory issues, right, Nancy? We know about kids with sensory issues and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's elderly people and PTSD victims. That God bless the people that have served our country. We appreciate you, and
Absolutely.
of course, we're going to celebrate what this. I know we talked about food, but there's actually reasons that we celebrate the 4th of July. But food. If that's how you celebrate, then that's okay too. Have
That is-
baked beans and ice cream, not necessarily together.
I know this is shocking, everybody, but we have used up all of our time. So we need to thank the Guitardi family for joining us tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Love having you on. I'm sure we can figure out either like a Thanksgiving or Christmas show.
We would love that. Absolutely.
I think we can-
Maybe
we've
back
done
to school. Maybe something back to school.
something fun.
And in the meantime, we'll come over and try your cheesesteaks.
We will.
Yeah, we're going to come and try your
Check
cheesesteak.
out Fat Mikey's on North Portland Street over in East Stroudsburg. They're going to open when?
Hopefully within the next week or two.
Next week or two, but we did share their Facebook page in the comments below. Remember
Awesome. Thank
to
you.
If you need to buy, sell, rent, or auction off your property, to check out brokersrealty.com of Stroudsburg. They bring us to you every week, and they provide us with the funding to do this crazy thing that we do here. So thank you to John Rainville and his team at brokersrealty.com of Stroudsburg. We hope that everyone here listening tonight has a safe, healthy, keep all of your appendages kind of 4th of July. So everybody enjoy. Don't eat too much. Well, eat too much, and have a good time. See you next week.
Bye. No.